Mich würde es mal wirklich brennend interessieren, was so das komplette Maximum wäre, ne? Was man streamen könnte, so mit seiner Community. Dann aber auch mit, richtig mit, automatisch mit Raids, ne? Dass du sagst, okay, komm, es gibt 10 Sekunden pro Zuschauer, der geradet wird. Es gibt halt XY für eine Dono, es gibt XY für Bits, es gibt XY für Subs. Da halt, oha, was ist denn hier los, Kinders? Ich glaube, es hackt oder wie? Wo kommen wir denn da hin? Mit 5? Ja, moin. Ihr müsst, hallo, ihr müsst, hallo, ihr müsst ja kein Twitch mögen. Aber du musst auch nicht so ausrasten hier. Dein 13er Level. Wie schön der Kumpel den auch immer schön in den Rücken reinballert. Hey, hey, nicht von hinten. Muss das nächste Mal ja nicht allein planen. Bezieh mal Eggy und mich. Naja, das nächste Mal wird es halt ganz normal einfach ein 120-Stunden-Stream gehen. Wieder. Wenn man so einen anderen Stream machen könnte, dann würde ich den halt auch, wie ich gesagt habe, anders machen. Ne? Da würde man halt auch zwischendurch mal kochen. Manche Leute gucken Filme mit anderen, oder hier Amazon Watch Party, oder wie das heißt. Immer schön in den Rücken ran, mein Kumpel, jawohl. Wow, was ist hier los? So, wo ist der? Der ist weg. So ein Lappen, ey. Läuft der einfach weg. Das Grünschlüssel 1. Okay. Oh, hier gibt es aber einiges zu holen, wa? Okay, warte mal, ich muss das anders machen. Von wo sind wir gekommen? Von da. Okay, wir gehen erst hier hin. Die 86 GB sollte passen. Okay, da kommen wir nicht rein. Da ist auch irgendwie nichts drin. Doch, hier kommen wir rein. Hier ist nichts. Da waren wir gerade. Hier liegt was. Da liegt was. Schriftrolle, Roggenbrot. Ja, geile Beute, ey. Den Sack hatten wir schon. auch. Der ist nicht. Da geht's nicht rein. Oh. Okay, das hatten wir alles. Was lag hier? Hier ist auch nichts. Ich glaube, wir haben es durch, ne? Das ist aber eigentlich noch nicht unser ursprüngliches Ziel. Aber hat sich gelohnt. Ich sollte mir mal angewöhnen, auf die 1 zu drücken, ne? Es wäre auch... Naja. Warte mal. Es wäre auch sinnvoll, Schafgarben dahin zu setzen. Kann man direkt beim Laufen auf die 2 drücken und was wegnaschen. Zack, kannst du wechseln. Buff. Gerade im Kampf wichtig. Mahlzeit. Wir eine aufs Dach kriegen hier oder was? Ne, sind alle freundlich. Waren wir hier nicht schon mal? Nee. Kommt mir so bekannt vor. Gerade, ob hier irgendwas ist, aber hier ist gar nichts zum Einsammeln. Außer ein bisschen Mutterkraut, aber das war außerhalb. Gehen wir mal hier rein. Moin Kinders. Ist der hier? Wahrscheinlich. Da ist er, ne? Hier ist er.
Who are you and why are you bothering me?
Es geht dich gar nichts an.
Graham Lindon, I'm Robin Hood, and I've heard you could use my help.
Ah, so you're that celebrated archer of the Sherwood forest. I've heard tell of your exploits.
People are known to exaggerate.
Don't feign modesty. I need a warrior with your views and methods, not an actor.
As I understand, you're the one in charge of these forests, and everything in them.
I'm still graced with that esteemed duty and the title of Grand Hunt Master. Both the king and the sheriff still have some respect for what remains of my influence and forces. But those blasted degrays have been sweeping up my legs recently.
Have they got under your skin that much?
It's their scheming and underhanded intrigues that have left me powerless in Conisborough Castle. It won't be long before I lose the office of Grand Hunt Master. Hearn is my witness. If that happens, nothing will stop the degrays from reaving across these lands.
The end justifies the means.
I mean just that, literally. They've used lies and manipulation to slowly take over the area. They have their agenda, their thirst for power. And if they get what they want, it won't end well for the local people.
What do you mean?
Let's say their ancestors' Viking blood is boiling within them. An aggression fueled by the king's gold and quiet consent to cruelty has become rampant savagery.
I've met some Degrees. They are fierce in battle, but to make them a mortal enemy right away.
Believe me, Robin, those are no leaders who care for the lot of the most unfortunate, but they are the ones currently clamoring for the heights of power.
Sounds like a typical petty house squabble.
Indeed, but if this keeps up, in the end, they'll dethrone the king himself.
The perspective has its charm.
Not when it comes to House de Grey. Their rule would mean an authority far crueler than the one we know today.
Let's assume I'm ready to believe you, but I've always pictured them as royal mercenaries, rather than a family playing at politics.
Care only about war. The king let them earn leverage during their raids. Now they feel a sovereign is stifling them. They conquered the castle in Conisborough and began harassing the local populace. Any mention of rebellion is quelled effectively and brutally.
Vipers raised at one's bosom. King John should be proud of the likeness.
There's an irony to it, that's true. Help me restore order in the area, because what we have right now is pure anarchy and our strength is starting to give in.
I'll do my best. But why would the king, or our beloved sheriff for that matter, not want to do anything about this?
The sheriff plays his own games and he's difficult to predict. He's too good a politician to be figured out easily. Hell knows. Maybe he's having the de Greys take down the king so that he can seize the throne himself.
He'd make himself into a hero, then a vanquisher of enemies from within. Yes, that's not like him.
Very much so, and become more powerful than ever in the process.
You're starting to convince me, Graham.
As for the king, well, Robin, you should realize by now he's not the craftiest of our realm's rulers. However it may be, if we allow the de Greys to proceed,
They'll face a greater tragedy than the one unfolding as we speak. Tell me then, how else can I help?
we're struggling with a number of problems in the region. The first relates to the de Greys' war for influence and involves hunting a legendary stag. It sounds like a game, but in truth, it's a serious power struggle.
Anything else?
For some time now, I haven't heard a word from the monastery of Roche Abbey. It worries me.
I understand. What then?
Two matters. The yeomen of a nearby forest settlement have begun reporting strange disturbances.
That's quite a set of problems. Is there anything else?
Well, that's the matter of the region in general, and every small issue that disrupts it.
I see. But there's something more troubling to you.
Yes, it's about Conisborough Castle, but that's a longer topic, and one that requires us to weaken the enemy first, as well as to earn adequate support from the people.
A hefty collection of troubles.
Having been deposed, I'm limited with what I can do to care for the land. I hope for this to change with your help, Robin. Ask whatever you want.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the castle.
As I said, you need to gain more influence in the region. Come see me later. It's a friendishly crucial matter, but it demands readiness.
Later then. Tell me about something else.
What else do you want to hear about?
Can you tell me more about what befell you at the hands of the de Greys? How can someone like you lose an entire castle?
Are you sure you're interested in my droning?
If I'm asking, then I have to know what made Grand Huntmaster retreat from the wolves.
Ah, that's actually well said, as they are wolves in human clothing, no doubt about that.
How could they have relieved you of your castle then?
The only way they could, with a ploy. They made arrangements with the king behind my back, a castle in return for quelling the Norman threat to the English lands. Technically, they disposed of the threat, but soon caused one by themselves. There wasn't even a fight. The Normans simply joined forces with the de Greys and temporarily stopped robbing the locals. Once they seized the castle, they resumed their activities, but this time under the guise of collecting taxes in the name of the king. They raid villages, take whatever's not nailed down, send scraps to John, and fill him full of trite about the region flourishing. Locke is a master of lies and deception, so he's pulling it off flawlessly.
I see things from your perspective better now. Let's get back to the problem the area's facing.
What else do you want to hear about?
Tell me more about the hunt.
This matter requires the skills of a tracker. Do you have them?
I can find simple tracks, but I'm no hunting specialist.
Halleluja. Und wir sind noch nicht fertig mit ihm zu quasseln. Heidewitzka, doch. Ich muss hier den Ruf auf 40 bringen. Ich habe auf 5,5. Der müsste doch... Hier? Da sind wir. Okay. Ich gehe mal dahin. Nee, was? Geh mal dahin. Und machen wir da eine Quest. Junge, der hat auch so viel gesammelt wieder, ne? Also hätte ich alles mit dir besprochen, der hätte mehr gesammelt als der Typ vom letzten Mal. Darauf wäre eine Kippe. Oh. Hallo. Hallo. Gib mir das.
There's another one. A bow, a sword, large man. Just lost your royal crest, didn't you?
I long lost all that's got anything to do with the king, my good lady.
You'll find ladies at court. I'm Daisy. All right. So you're not a royal.
Ugh, not in this life. They call me Robin.
That Robin? Well, well, a friend then. And do you see what those blackguards have left of our home?
I do. This was the wrong kind of fun. Can I help you in any way?
Will you have the time? If yes, we could use the aid. I'm old. Me man's still in his prime, but he shouldn't be wandering about the forest. We need wood, maybe a bit of reed, but definitely metal to repair our tools too. We can handle the rest.
I can find those. I even know the kind.
Und
I'll be
nach
back
ihnen
soon.
aufräumen.
If you run into any royals, give them a beating from me and Patrick.
You can be sure of that. I'm coming back with the wood.
Zeig mal her. Eisenbahn. Ah, super. Die können wir noch nicht holen. Das geht noch nicht. Okay. Schade. Dann Gehen wir mal... Warte mal, ist hier noch was anderes? Wir gehen mal dahin. Da gibt es ein bisschen Action. Ich hoffe nur nicht, dass es sind die Kacktypen, die hier alles umdrehen. Ganz langsam, leise. Oh, er hat mich schon entdeckt. Oha, der hatte 17.